What's up, everybody? Turn Possibilities here to give y'all the second part of what if Dr. Stone was in Naruto. Now, before I get to the recap, I'm gonna say I'm sorry I didn't upload it yesterday. Some things happened that caught my attention that I forgot to look up for this what if, and a few other things. So, well, a few other things that are personal, but yeah. But anyways, let's get to the recap. As last time we left off, Kabuto got off of Senku's, let Senku up so he can say, which he told both of them that he's been petrified for 3,700 something years. So yeah, and that's pretty much where we left off. Let's get to the video, starting now. As we fast forward about an hour and a half, we see Senku wearing clothes, with clothes on, with the same color pattern as from Dr. Stone, but with the same design as Orochimaru or Kabuto's clothing. I haven't really decided yet, but definitive yet. But yeah, you get what I mean. As we see him and Orochimaru sitting across from each other with a table separating them. Senku is actually eating as he gets, actually scratch that, the eating part, but both Orochimaru and Senku trade information with each other, essentially, with Senku going first, telling him that he's Ishigami Senku. He's been petrified for about 3,700 and something years and days, which shocks both Orochimaru and Kabuto, which Senku continues with explaining the society he's from, pretty much how the world was before what turned humanity into statues. Explains to him how human culture, society, and technological advancements, everything, well, mostly everything, leading up to the strange event, the strange event that appeared, that which petrified, from what he can guess, petrified most of humanity. He tells, from logically because he sees humans in front of him. He doesn't understand exactly what happened, but he knows something extremely important happened that very day. Which Orochimaru was intrigued about three things. First, he's intrigued on Senku's intellectual mind, and mostly because of him having all this information in his head, and also, because of his level of intellect, and because of him able to stay conscious while petrified for 3,715 years and something days, which still impresses Orochimaru greatly. Kabuto, he's impressed as well. think it's even possible exactly. He doesn't even believe that's possible. The second thing that impresses Orochimaru is the level of scientific advancements. The level of science advancements which Senku is from, the society he's from. But saddened that it was destroyed well, when the world was just pretty much gone. And also the fact that to his own knowledge, that the predates, well, beyond, goes back further than what's known of the Sage of the Six Paths, goes further back beyond the Sage of the Six Paths, beyond that of even chakra. He knows that for a fact because, well, you know Orochimaru. He's so yeah. The last thing is what could have turned almost all of humanity into stone statues, which then we have Orochimaru telling him the history of this world, of the Shinobi world, about starting with the Sage, the Six Paths, well, the great beasts or whatever that almost destroyed the world, leading from the Sage Six Paths, leading up to the five great nations, the great ninja wars, and leading up to now, leaving out the part about him being a rogue ninja, which Senku feels like Orochimaru's not telling him the whole thing, but he doesn't not worry about it right now. If it becomes a problem, he'll worry about it later. After they get done exchanging information, which Orochimaru told him about chakra and all that, which Senku mentioned chakra, wasn't that knowledge of chakras somewhat theoretical or something like that from his world. Well, from his era. That it wasn't exactly real, it was more like a fantasy or just something made up. That it didn't exactly existed at the time. Which intrigued Orochimaru a little more. But nevertheless, after they get done trading information, Senku asks if Orochimaru mind if he stays here with him so he can use his laboratory to figure out how he was able to break out of his stone cocoon, his stone chrysalis. Orochimaru doesn't object to this. He actually wants him to stay, and he's curious on how he broke out as well. If he learn first, which he also wants to learn more about Senku and the world he's from. Which we skip about another couple hours. Senku has went through Orochimaru's library and into his lab, which seen Orochimaru's experiments in his lab. Senku's not all keen to the fact that Orochimaru is experimenting on live people, and knowing that Orochimaru is actually the head of this small village. Pretty much, supposed to be head of a village, but it's actually a facility. Senku is, somewhat similar to Orochimaru, but he's not cruel. He's not truly cruel or evil. So yeah, after a couple hours pass, he's read most of Orochimaru's library, as well as, well, not a couple hours, a couple days have passed. About a couple weeks pass, and Senku's read almost all of Orochimaru's library, and they have done a few experiments trying to figure out how he was able to depetrify. One of the experiments was see if Senku had chakra or any. They did detect some traces of chakra, but it was too minuscule to figure out. Too minuscule for Senku to use. Which an idea popped up in Orochimaru's mind, which involved the curse mark. He tells Senku exactly what it is, that he created the curse mark from one of his other patients. He, quote unquote, patients, which is Jugo, which they both examine. Senku examines his research and learns that it's a little incomplete. The Jitsu formula, Senku's not really that knowledgeable about Jitsus, but the science around it is a little off. He can tell the science of it's incomplete, the science portion of it. Which he remembers Orochimaru telling him about his dilemma, that one of the problems he's been trying to figure out. That Orochimaru's been trying to figure out, which is the deterioration, the increase of deterioration of his bodies he takes, quote unquote finds. Senku is somewhat hesitant to tell about this, but he tells Orochimaru his idea on how to fix that problem. Orochimaru sits and listens for what he has, what he thinks, well, to hear his idea. Senku tells him, instead of trying to search for a body with special genetic properties, how about just create yourself your own body? Create yourself a clone version of your body, of your original cells, or all that. So won't have any reject. So when you do a transfer, your body won't, your soul or your chakra won't have. So your body you take or gain won't have a negative reaction to the transfer. Won't have rejection. So yeah, he explains it like pretty much like a donor, or well, in medical terms. Yeah, I'm not real good with this kind of stuff, but yeah. Basically, he tells him he should clone himself, or at least grow a clone of himself, so he can transfer his mind and chakra and everything, all of his knowledge into it. So it would be yeah. So Orochimaru takes this in consideration. So after that, they both discovered how Senku discovered a way that possibly why Senku was able to break out of his stone chrysalis. It involved chakra and involved chakra and a special chemical that was produced from, well, just like in Dr. Stone, the same chemical that was made from bat guano. Since Orochimaru's laboratory was in a cave, there were bats there and bat guano leaking from the ceiling from time to time. And that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Sorry, but we ran out of time. I lost track of times. But I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, sorry again for not uploading yesterday. Some things came up, came to my attention that I forgot to do, and some personal stuff. So yeah. Also, the next video will come out sometime the next day or two. That I will promise. But yeah. Next one will be my Sword Art Online X Bleach video. What If series. So yeah. Be waiting. Hope you guys be waiting for that one. Well, and don't forget to comment down below what you think of this What If. Tell me what you have any suggestions on how it should go, and etc. So yeah, that's the end of the video. See y'all next time. Bye.